Hello, hello. It's John, small town, small time bookseller. Here once again, because the books continue to sell despite all reports contrary. Don't you believe a word Uncle Sally's telling you? It's not true. Books are selling, and I'm the one selling them. So there. Actually, a lot of people are, but I'm one of a lot of people. And so that's what I do when I sell some books. I come here and I tell you what I sold, and that's pretty much it. I don't do any garage sale videos. I don't do yard sale videos. I don't do the GoPros, the good old bins, looking at my hands in the cool tannin-tinted Guaviare River in East Central Colombia with 42 locals that we hadn't yet met. But I do love those videos, those garage sale videos. Really anything in East Central Colombia, I'm a big fan. But that's not why we're here today. I'm going to grab my little sheet here, and we're going to get into it. So since the last video, we've had 18 book sales and 3 not a book sales. And one of those saved the day multiple times over. So I'm really excited to tell you about that one. But we're going to start off with the books. And as usual, I'll start off with it's not chronological, it's numerical logical, value logical. I go from the cheapest to the most expensive. And so the first one, we're going to start off. This was a book that has one of the OGs right here. I've had this thing sitting on my shelf for probably over 2 years. And it finally sold, and it has been marked down many a time. But here it is, Wildlife in Focus, the Coastal Bend Photo Contest, and that sold for $8. I think I had it up for 10, and somebody offered me 8, so I was like, yes, please, somebody enjoy it. It's a beautiful book. Just not real popular, apparently. The next one I sold, this is the original Kenmore model 1515 Zigzag Sewing Machine Manual. Someone out there, you see that in the shop. You're like, somebody is sitting there with a Kenmore model 1515 Zigzag sewing machine just sitting on the table gathering dust because they have no idea how to use the thing. And so they finally decide, I'm going to buy me a manual. And so they go on the old eBays, on the olden internets, and they look up one and they find one. And now the nice lady up in Shag Harbor, Nova Scotia is going to be able to finally use her Kenmore model 1515 Zigzag sewing machine, because I provided the manual for her. So nice. It sold for $8. And I had to look up, see where Shag Harbor, Nova Scotia is. And I did. But you type in Shag Harbor, and the first thing that comes up, almost all that comes up, is Shag Harbor UFO incident. So if you want to find out about the Shag Harbor UFO incident, you can get on and Google. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. There may be a bit of a jag in there, sorry. So we're going to continue on. So that was that. So next one that sold was Citizen Sailors, U.S. Naval Reserves in War and Peace. That sold also for $8. So not hauling in a bunch of money at the moment, but it'll get better, I promise you that. Number 4, this sold for $9, Wicca Spells. And when somebody sends you an offer on a book on witches' spells, you take it. And next, then after that, so that was only a $9, right? Yeah, for that one. All right. Did sell a copy of the Apocrypha for $15. And then one called Get the Deed, which I didn't have time to even look to see what that's about. $15 as well. And then number 7, the Iliad and the Odyssey, a leather-bound edition for $15. I came across I was at the Goodwill bins a couple weeks ago, and they brought out a couple boats, a row of books, and there were a lot of these leather-bound editions. So there were Easton Press, not the really expensive Easton Press, like the greatest 100-book Easton Press ones, and there's a Folio Society one that I picked up, and this one as well. So a lot of really nice books, nothing like in the $100 ones, but just some nice ones that sold. And I had like 3 of them that are on this list that sold. So this is the first one, Iliad and the Odyssey, and that actually went to, I think, the Netherlands is where that one was headed to. So next we have this one. This had been on my shelf for quite a while. $15 for a Mrs. and Mrs. a same-sex wedding planner. $15. And number 9, this was still wrapped in plastic and nice. The Lost Lands, the Lost City of Baracus. That was sold for $17.50. All right, so now we're moving up. Number 10, the next one, Affiliate Content Secrets. That sold for $20. Number 11, Chronology of World Slavery, sold for $20. And the next one is kind of fun. This was just recently. I was at a regular old Goodwill, the one close by here, which doesn't usually have a whole lot of books. It's pretty small. It's in kind of a small town, so it doesn't get a lot. But I went in once, and they had a whole bunch of books somebody had obviously donated on spies. And the CIA and just different military, but a lot of stuff on spies. So I picked up several of them at that time. And this one sold. So this is called Dirty Work, the CIA in Western Europe, sold for $25. I'm hoping some of those other books on those spy books are going to start selling pretty soon as well. The next one is Word Sorts for Letter Names, $24 on that one. And then here's another one of this was the Easton Press that sold from that same day when I picked up those other books. History of Early Rome by Livy. That one sold for $25. And then the next one also was the same day, another Easton Press. This is like the most popular 100 novel series. It's not the really expensive Easton Press ones. But this was On the Origin of Species, and that sold for $35. So still awfully good sales for 33-cent books. Just generally speaking, I buy my books at the Goodwill bins for $3-4, so 33 cents each, or else at this Amazon return store that's locally, and that one they sell them. It's one of those where everything's $9 on Saturday, $8 on Sunday, and then it goes 6, 5, 3, 1, and they're closed on Fridays. And then they sell their books for $3 for the price of the day. So on Saturdays they're $3 each. And then, by Wednesday or $3 day, they're $1 each. So I've also started looking more at local libraries and doing the library sales. And I've been getting a few things there, but they haven't found a whole lot that's good there yet. But I keep checking. So these Easton Press books, they sell really well. And Barnes & Noble is another one that had the leather-bound editions. And I was at a half-price books, and I was looking at the books that they have kind of closed up in the glass case. And if you happen to come across the Chronicles of Narnia Barnes & Noble leather-bound book, it's like $125 to $150 for that one. So one to definitely keep an eye out for. They all sell pretty well. I've gotten several Barnes & Noble leather-bound books that I've sold. But I'm hoping to find that Chronicles of Narnia one sometime. All right, but next one is the Acsm Guidelines for Exercise Testing. This is the second one of these I've sold recently. And because last time I sold it, and I was like, I don't know what Acsm is, but one of somebody commented on it, and they told me, and it's the American College of Sports Medicine is what that is, and it sold for $30. And then my next one, this one is a recent pickup, also at the Goodwill bins, the Additional Insured book, 6th edition, $39.99. And finally, my highest valued book, Millwright Trainee Level 1 Guide, $50. These, I originally sold levels 2 and 3 for $50 each. No, $45 each. And then I've sold level 1 for $50. And I still have a level 4 and 5 that I have up currently for $150 for the two of them. So if you see these, man, Millwright training guides sell really well. So that does it for the books. I had 18 sales, $379.49, which comes to a $21.08 average, which is below my arbitrary yet somehow magical number of $25 that I am happy when I get, but I'm okay with $21 average. So now, moving on to the Nota books. So I had 3 Nota book sales. One, this one, I'm still selling these Q-Link SIM cards for $7.75. This is free shipping, so I only make a couple of bucks each time I sell one of these. But, I've got about 40 of them for like $8, and I've sold probably 25. I don't know how many I've sold. I've sold a lot, 20 or 30. Maybe I even had more than 40 originally, but I sell them. Seems like once every video I just have one or two of these. And then I finally sold this. Has been sitting up there for a long time. This New England Patriots mini helmet. It sold for $20. And so then the big sale of the week is I got these at the Goodwill bins. So I went there. Big red tub full of International Santa Claus ornaments. And when I say full, I mean full. I believe, I didn't write down how many it was. There were 47, I think it was, 47 individual Santa Clauses. And they were in wonderful condition. Each of them was wrapped in like foam or cloth and foam and inside their box. And so they're in a heavy-duty tub. So, at the Goodwill bins, everything's by weight. And so I went up and I said, how much is this going to cost me? So there's 47 individual ones. And then I also there were these double ones like this. There are 6 of these. And so I, 6 of those plus 47 individuals plus the big old heavy-duty tub. So they weighed it and it ended up costing I think it was like $30 or close to $30 for all of that. Which I'd never spent that much on something at the Goodwill bins before, but I was like, you know what? I think these are going to sell. So when I got home, I thought, should I price these out individually? Probably make a lot more because they're listed for $10 to $12 each, most of them, with a few of them a little bit higher. But I decided to just lot them all together. So I slotted the 47 individual ones together, and they sold for $190. Unfortunately, they're going to Fort Myers. Is that what it's called? Fort Myers, Florida, where the hurricane hit. And so they are stuck somewhere right now. It's just when I go to the tracking, it just says weather delay. So I'm really hoping that the person who bought them is doing well and that they eventually get there. So a little bit worried about that, but they did sell $190, and I still have the 6 ones like this that are still listed online that haven't sold yet. So that's it for my Naughta books. 3 sales for $270.75, $72.58 average, which is exactly what I'm hoping for every time. I'm like, I want to make $72.58 on my Naughta books, and it did it once again. It's amazing. So yeah, that's about it. So I don't really have much else to say. Hope everything's going well. Hope all of you are doing fabulously. And I will hopefully see you sooner rather than later. Adios.